I'm out, okay? I'm done. I already took every decent score in the state. I cleaned out the Union Depository. I took down the IAA and the FIB. I rang the bell on half the Boss Act 500 CEOs. I have more money than I could ever spend. Okay, so that's it. I always dressed like a retiree. Now, I actually am one.
Lester Crest got to the point of completion within the underworld for the fact alone he never was figured out, really fooling the underworld with his ways. As many know, he was the brains to basically everything he played a part in being in Los Santos. Before that was the case though, it was a no-brainer. He was on a path to be the brains on a regular path. But just like Trevor's dream to be a pilot was crushed, or like how Michael's football dreams came to a halt, Lester found himself in the same boat after being rejected by UCLS. As soon as that came into play, it didn't take much time for him to become a criminal.
You know, I once got turned down for a comp sci professorship over at ULSA. So, in retribution, I hacked their staff server and left a back door so wide a drunken freshman could stumble through it.
LS College again not accepting him was why he went so hard what he ended up doing in the city, not being accepted. But before that, as many know, him, Trevor, and Michael clicked, all three having their own reason to do what they did, along with being good at it though. The difference between him and the other two though, he was always a step ahead in a real way, being how unlikely he was, perceived by all.
I liked your friend.
Trevor?
No, the other guy.
As we heard, back in 2013, it was even unlikely Amanda liked him before Michael. But all things would take was a scope out, and that alone would determine the score, that being the only thing he allowed to see. When he would be right about the North Yankton job, to say the least, this wouldn't stop his moves. All what he ended up doing was finding out what happened and continued his life in the underworld. It was easy for Lester to simply walk away because again, he was the brains, and he knew that. But with this, to say the least, a role was played to keep himself on top, no matter who he dealt with, being he made it to where he couldn't be again figured out. He purposely would play this nerd/harmless guy, and it worked. No one would ever really bat an eye, again looking less likely, even with his colleagues he was seen with before his reunion with his original crew. 6 months before he's reacquainted with him, as many know, jobs was being done, him getting a finder's fee. With this though, even with revealing his mindset regarding what he did, what he put out, again overrode it.
That's a little something I came up with. I like to call it bank robbing with a social agenda, if you will. It's something I tell myself so I can get some sleep at night.
Anyway,
And this was still show after he went to blame it on things that simply wasn't true regarding him going to pull the On Drugs Act.
Are you ready? This should be pretty easy. I've kept it simple since you all seem pretty simple. In a good way. In a good way. In a good, straight ahead, low IQ kind of. Oh, no, Lester, stop it. Stop it. It's the new meds. Oh. What are you saying? Oh. The drugs. Oh man, the drugs. I am a heavily medicated man. I'm not well at all. I'm a little embarrassed. Okay, the money.
Saying things like that was for the fact alone he knew the lane he was in and the people in it. Him being and knowing the level he was on. This showed firsthand.
Fine work on the bank.
I don't know if that means it was a job for idiots or you've actually got something, but who cares though, right?
It worked.
But months later would simply show nothing he had going on changed for an entire decade. Normally that would be a bad thing, but again, this was how he survived the underworld.
Look, I only know one way to make money. I'm gonna have to give an old friend a call. Lester. I think he's in town somewhere. I'm gonna have to track him down.
As we heard, Michael was at a point of need, but Lester's unlikeliness still of course showed, revealing he knew what Michael's been up to.
Is this still the number for Lester Crest?
Who's asking?
Who's asking? Who's asking?
Hey, come see me, old friend. I'm living in Los Santos, just like you. Murrieta Heights.
Whoa, wait. Hey, how do you... Hello? You fucker.
And things would continue to show. Him having a bag, of course, being confirmed at this point. He still lived very minimal, staying in the hood. Of course, no one in this area would bother him, still coming off as the nerd / police with all the cameras out front.
Fuck you, Lester. You gonna let me in or what?
Give me a minute. I was wondering when you'd show up.
I was dead.
Praise be. Guess you weren't very dead.
Then seeing Michael for the first time in years, where his heart lied as far as what happened wasn't personal at all, even knowing why he was there, alongside Lester showing he never left.
You need my help.
How do you know?
Because you came here. Why else would you?
I haven't been a good friend for you, Lester. I know that.
And you're gonna make it up to me by doing whatever I ask. Or rather, I mean, I need something done, you need to know something, so why not help each other?
This all that mattered. Again, not taking things personal that happened before because it never stopped anything for him.
I gotta make some dough.
So you're back in the game?
I guess.
So with that, it was just getting Michael ready for what he needed, being so far from the past.
Look, Lester, about what happened before.
Oh, I know you never mentioned my name. I know I'm not on any lists anywhere. I know you never betrayed me. As for you, you gotta figure that I never told anyone.
Yeah, well, since you
Put it like that.
Shut up a minute. I'm getting an iFind alert.
That little college boy sack of shit, phony fuck.
Who? Jay Norris?
Yes, that fuck is a lying bastard. I've read his fucking emails. He's a fucking cheat.
I heard him say that he saved America.
What, by outsourcing all the jobs? By selling us little bits of plastic restricted access shit? Well, now it's payback time, you lying turd.
What the hell are you talking about?
As we see, this is coming off like he cared, but he's simply playing a role for what he wanted done. He's coming off like he cared to get Michael on board.
Okay, Lester.
Get out of here! Call me when you're ready.
And he's kicking him out for the fact alone it was a time thing.
You fucking kidding me? I'm a bank robber, not a web designer.
So we'll go robbing soon. I'll find something. Just like the old days.
I hinted at this with the Life Invader video, but this was for nothing more than upping his stock portfolio, still showing how unlikely he played things for that to even be done.
Greetings.
You watching the news?
Don't have to. I'm watching the market's fine work. I'll be trading pure alpha till close.
A huge gang now hitting. Of course, he couldn't lose what Michael needed millions, even benefiting while helping. Again, playing things a certain way for that outcome.
Hey, about that thing.
Yes, meet me at my place of work, a little garment factory just off the highway.
Meeting up with him, things would of course continue to show. Again, what he put out overrode really what he had going on. Arriving to his garment factory, notice how he painted it.
What the hell is this place?
Garment factory. I needed a job that didn't require me to do anything apart from paying taxes.
This was nothing more than a sweatshop, but no one around him looked at him to be a guy to run that type of thing.
Okay, listen.
It's also best to keep in mind a lot of people he worked with or knew about never really lasted, showing and confirming Lester having to move a certain way to still be at it at this point.
We're gonna need a crew. I can round up some of the old guys.
There are no old guys. Moses, ironically, he found Jesus. All those Irish crazies, they mostly just disappeared. That crew from the south, they all went down. There was an Eastern European guy making moves in Liberty City, but he went quiet.
Then setting up, telling things still showed, going to say the people he worked with were unpredictable, being why he had to play unlikely to not take notice on himself.
All right. Well, we're gonna need a crew. You got any contacts in LS or not?
I've been working with someone, but they're too unpredictable. I'll have to reach out to some other guys. Don't be impressed. Be respectful. You can't hide things from me.
Even his employees thought nothing of what his motive was for what he asked for them, let alone being rude with it.
Here are the photos.
Workers have their uses. Okay, let me set this up.
Haha. Nice to see the methods haven't changed.
Well, we gotta figure out what we're doing somehow.
all the crews, the rolls, prep work. Don't want to leave evidence behind on a hard drive. So yeah, the methods don't change.
Right, not for a pro.
Well, mapping out the options, showing you all the angles, that's my area of professional expertise. But making decisions, that is your domain, my friend.
Here.
Having this old running mate.
Huh? Oh, man. We're back in action.
Apart from that, everything still was played how he wanted. He wouldn't be around for the fact alone nothing was to gain, especially with Trevor coming back around this time, alongside now all being involved with the FIB. Again, nothing to be around for. But when he finally did, he still knew what he was doing. He contacts Franklin knowing he needed, alongside Lester himself being able to again benefit from that.
So what's up, man?
Sit down and face forward. Now, I don't have a lot of time. I know you need money. Did Michael tell you about Life Invader?
Oh shit, y'all two did that?
Look forward. We're two strangers having a friendly chat, and don't pretend that you liked Jane Norris.
Then Franklin finding out him and Michael had Jay Norris killed, he continued to make reason for it, although it was just to fill his pockets, just like what he's having Franklin do.
Man, I don't think the nigga deserved to have his fucking head blowed off on TV.
Oh, well, aren't you just a moral majority? You know, that's why the world is the way it is today, when a paid thug gets all namby-pamby when someone asks him to act like a paid thug, and for a good cause.
Man, check this out, homie. I like blowing motherfucking fools' heads off just as much as the next psychotic asshole. But I just don't look at this shit as doing a good deed.
Well, now you can, because it's not fools' heads, it's assholes' heads.
Damn, man, all right, fuck it, I got you.
I thought that you would.
And as many know, he let Franklin live at a house in the hills for tax reasons, still making him be unlikely from his ways. But even that was a move to keep Franklin doing dirt for him, basically forcing these hits he does for him, letting him stay at his place.
Is that all, dog? Shit, that's quite a favor.
And that's quite a house you're living in. Get this done quickly, and I'll try to throw in a sweetener as well.
You'll be helping a lot of people with this, Franklin.
Including anyone who might have a sizable investment in, say, debonair cigarettes.
Lester was so unlikely, he even hid his real weakness from the three. Around this time, he found himself in a hospital for what he called having a wasting disease. But again, the crew believed him to be telling the truth about that years they, quote, known each other.
Did you talk to Lester?
Yeah, I called him. Apparently he's in the hospital having his vagina cleaned or some shit.
He's got a wasting disease.
The only thing, though, is humans can't have a wasting disease. Before this point, we find out his physical issues to be spinal issues.
The Cofield Center for Spinal Research at Mount Zona.
I'm looking for Lester Crest.
Yeah, I've got his phone. Mr. Crest is taking a nap right now. He's going through a bit of a rough patch. If you'd like to know our visiting hours.
No. That's fine. He ain't much use to me anyway.
A wasting disease only affects animals, showing he even put that out there for the fact alone of him being facetious. Again, knowing what lane he was in, being around animals. Not likely to do that though.
20% saved.
No, that's not how we work.
Well, you'll forgive me, but that's how we're gonna work this time, all right? We're doing it my way, because as I recall the last time when we did it your way, we all got shot at, you got buried, resurrected, turned into a twat, and Brad ended up in a fucking prison!
Yeah, and Lester told us not to do that job, but we did it anyway.
And Lester sings pretty good, man. Would you shut the fuck up, all right?
So of course, even with that to save him, he left treatment after the crew simply screwed up after making things too hot without him. And keep in mind, he already had, which is why that score wasn't the end-all be-all for him. But down the line, he would be pulled into the other three's mess, having to be involved by the FIB.
Ah, Jesus fucking Christ. All right, I'll give Lester a fucking call. He said he knew about something.
Now you tell him that we're driving towards Paleto Bay.
What now?
We got a funding problem. So we need a job. Before the jewel store, you talked about a score, a bank in the sticks. That wasn't Paleto Bay by any chance.
That's the one.
All right, look, I'm heading there with Trevor. Can you get down here and help us scope it out?
Okay, sure. I'll get on a bus.
But even with that, he still was in the clear as far as not being figured out. Trevor looking at him to be weak showed, but that was the point, saying that to say he wanted all to think that.
All right, Lester's meeting us there. Don't start.
I won't. No way. Good call. If you're taking down a bank for a few million, first thing you do is call the hospital, tell them to get you a guy in a wheelchair.
Ah, finally. Hey.
Hey,
Hey. Welcome to paradise. Come on, car's this way.
dry out here.
Don't worry, brother. Mike will take care of all your moisturizing needs. Oh. Shall we?
Might as well get started.
He then, of course, got in his bag with the planning, leading him to come to a realization that this wasn't a good score.
It's not ideal. It's gonna cost more to break that system than the score's gonna pay.
Well, then we're gonna have to find a new score.
No. This is the score, right? What are our options?
Trevor alone unknowingly would start to make Lester uncomfortable as far as doing things he wouldn't.
Checkpoints? Searches? Fuck this! I ain't getting caught because Lester needs a wheelchair.
I shouldn't have come. I should have known.
And it would still show he was well off financially. Michael tried to make that all was involved to be broke, but even with that, he put himself out of that.
So, what do we do?
We walk away. It's not like we need the money.
About that.
You been day trading?
No, God, no. I mean, yeah, I've been trading, but no, that's not why we need the money.
Then why do you need the money?
Agent Steve Haynes needs $2 million plus to finance a raid on the lab. And guess who's doing the raid? And guess who's paying for it?
Ah, I see.
Lester putting this score together wasn't really his call, being Michael and Trevor pressed it to be done. So of course, he didn't even want to be around for it.
That should do.
I'll get the equipment together. Michael, you reach out to Franklin. Trevor, you do what you do.
Roger that.
And I'll call you when we're ready to move on this.
You want to bunk with us? I mean, it's gonna be tight, but, mi casa, su casa.
I'll get a motel, thanks.
All right, suit yourself.
Come on, I'll give you a ride.
Franklin even spoke for him once things was ready, showing he wasn't never thirsty, alongside not even having to say how he felt.
Hey! Why not? You got me out here. You roped me into your crazy world of bullshit. If it was lies, new age shit, and arguments about how good life used to be, I could have stayed my ass in Los Santos.
Hello, Franklin.
What's up?
But just like the North Yankton score in the last decade, the same happened with this move. Things being hot and him knowing that, not wanting to do it in the first place. His focus would soon show though. He mentioned it early on, showing he was ready to use his wit for what he called the Holy Grail.
The Holy Grail. The Union Depository. And they say it cannot be hit. Hasn't been yet.
The Union Depository was supposed to be sooner than what it was for Lester. The heist prior not being needed for him at all.
A long, long time ago in a faraway place, there were 3 guys. Michael, Trevor, and Lester.
And Brad.
Yeah. Sure, Brad was there sometimes as well. I mean, there were other guys though, too. So, anyway, we, robbed and lied and we hurt people. Pretty much lived a low-life kind of existence. But always dreaming of one thing and one thing only.
The big one.
The big one.
The big one!
What is the big one?
The Union Depository.
Around 200 million in gold bricks, all taken from kindly Uncle Sam, who will spend the rest of our lives being hunted by government officials if we live through the attempt. But it'll be our masterpiece.
So this being his masterpiece, the crew would of course start planning. But of course it would show people being in the blind with other things, that being Brad being dead. Although he knew, even with that though, telling things would still show.
Okay, I'm gonna stop you there, T. Some things are just better left alone.
Brad's not a thing. He's part of the crew.
Well, a crew's more than a sum of its parts, and he was a pretty shit part.
He is a pretty shit part, and that's only because he's in jail.
No, he is shit because he's lazy, forgetful, mean, and stupid, with respect. Why don't you talk to Michael about it?
I will, but I gotta talk to you too. You're planning this.
Talk to Michael, then come back to me.
He pressed Trevor to ask Michael as far as the Brad situation, being he simply didn't want any parts of it.
Pocket, Trevor. We're having some problems.
Brad.
Yeah, what else?
So anyway, the Union Depository is on hold for now. Can't do it without him, especially now that he knows.
But even with this next thing, which was more FIB work, destroying his factory, with this alone, the UD had to be done for him. He would then push for Trevor and Michael to put their differences aside for it, showing that.
Then it's Trevor and I'm out.
Oh, we're gonna need Trevor. Maybe you should give him a call now.
And that would simply happen. Even with the call they made to him, it would show it wasn't much a money thing for him. It was simply making history within the underworld.
We're all friends now. Suppose a group hug's out of the question?
He wants to, still go on the final victory tour.
All right, when it looks like it's a go, I'll contact you. And remember this, gentlemen. If we pull this off, we will be making history. Sordid, nasty, depraved history. But history, nonetheless.
Even with the in-between, he seen making sure the UD wasn't off the table, not caring about Michael shooting at his house. Again, nothing more than hitting the UD.
I don't know what to say. Does this change where you stand on the Union Depository?
Hell no. We move on that right away, before it gets any hotter.
That's smart. So, this is it. Hope you and Michael will be able to let each other move on in peace.
But just like that, history was made.
Lester.
We have just made history.
I don't want to ask a dumb question here, but where's the metal?
I've got it on lockdown for a few days while I'm waiting for the go-ahead to melt it and move it.
Where?
Where? Exactly. Where is just the point. Let's say somebody gets pinched, well then where is the evidence? Or if anyone gets any silly ideas, then they'll just be futile.
Everything that Lester was around for was simply pulling off the big one and benefiting while playing unlikely to his actual ways and thoughts.
Hey! God, for a couple of Midwest stick-up artists, you guys sure have become a pair of whiny West Coast douchebags!
What the fuck is wrong with the West Coast?
Oh, nothing. I love it here. Everyone's so numbed by the sun that if you use a 3-syllable word, they think you're a professor.
Man, fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you, you high and mighty weasel! And you, don't talk down them to these fucking idiots!
Hey! Leave Lester alone!
Oh, you and Lester together? Oh, now that makes fucking sense!
Oh, for fuck's sake, man! You all an asshole!
Even with how he played things, it was seen to be still a surprise he thought killing Michael and Trevor was a good idea, although them in a way serving his purpose, but that being overlooked though.
All right, I say kill Michael, then kill Trevor.
Man, are you for real?
You're fucked, you know, I don't know.
You know everything, dawg.
I know, okay, but I'm sorry, I guess this is it. You know, I'm doing my best, man. I don't know how you can deal with both of them.
I know, man.
Shit. We're fucked. Every single one of us is fucked.
Even the plan he makes for the three, he's seen still thinking he knew a certain outcome.
Who is this? Stop calling this number.
Hey, it's me, dawg.
You're alive. I thought someone might have your phone.
Nah, but look, I got you on speakerphone.
Did Mike make it?
Yeah, I'm here.
And the other one?
See you putting the ground wheels.
You, just calling for a chat?
Lester, knowing who he dealt with from the events online all the way to the story, being able to survive was to play the role of unlikeliness. He never hid things, but the ones around him never caught on. His ways also showed he even played this approach for the fact alone trying to be a good guy criminal was just too much to do.
Boy, oh boy, how about that? You know, I thought this would be a nice little change of pace from meat and potatoes heist work, but spying? Yeah, it ain't for me. You know, I'll save the supervillains for the superheroes and concentrate on the super vaults, thank you very much. I mean, can we all just make a promise, okay? From now on, we're just gonna be bad guys. Or at least the worst guys and girls in the room, because being a good guy, just too much baggage.
And on top of all that, as many know he got out, as far as finally getting out the game. All off playing unlikely, being really 10 times as ruthless as anyone he involved himself with.